I think except for the chair Mgwen, I've been able to get the rest of the chairs, and we've agreed with them. You'll just need a small session. You had already identified in your reports, but have it liaise with the budget and health chair for the same to be amalgamated, so that when we are considering the supplementary, the same is attached as an addendum. Secondly, I think there are 1 or 2 or so members that have yet to submit the projects for water that we had agreed upon. Please, that one also needs to be submitted without fail before we can be able to consider. So those are the 2 important aspects that we need to consider without fail. Next order.
Order 3 messages.
Next order.
Order number 4 papers.
Where is the budget team? They had sought for some few minutes for them to be able to table proposals before the House. So what I will do, I'll be able to suspend order number 4 for purposes of us proceeding with the rest of the orders, because they just need to table for you guys to consider. So in the meantime, because they can only present a document before the floor of the House that has been signed. So I will temporarily skip order number 4 as we dispense off the rest of the orders. Next order. Next order.
Order number 5 petitions.
Next order.
Order number 6 notices of motion.
Next order.
Order number 7 statements.
Next order.
Order number 8 Nandi County Emergency Fund Amendment Bill 2020. Committee of the Whole House.
Order, honorable members. We are now in the committee of the whole House to be able to consider the amendments to the Nandi County Emergency Fund Amendment Bill 2020.
Clause 2 and 3.
Honorable members, I would propose clause 2 and 3.
Chairman.
Order. What is it, Honorable Fred?
Nimesikia ukisema hatuelewi ni nini unasema. Ni sheria kipengele gani ndio na
Honorable members, let me come out clear once again. Honorable members, I know things are moving with speed, and yesterday you considered the amendment to Nandi County Emergency Fund, and it was read for the second reading. The amendment was a simple issue that we just need to transact this procedural for us to conclude. It is the amendment to the emergency fund, and all of us discussed this yesterday.
Mheshimiwa Speaker, kulingana na sheria inatakana wewe usome hiyo, usome ukimaliza unasema hii na hii, si ati unasema kwa sababu inaweza kuwa imebadilishwa namba. Mheshimiwa Speaker.
Order, Honorable Fred. Now, Honorable Fred. Order, Honorable Chemnyango. I'm reading procedurally. So unless members you don't have copies. Do you have the copies? Since you were supplied copies and seemingly you did not carry, I would be reading the contents. Honorable Chemnyango, what was it?
Honorable Chairman, we need to know what clause 1 and 3, what are there. So we don't want just to put I and we don't know what are they.
All right, Honorable Chemnyango, that's why I said I'll propose clause 2, which says section 3, 1B of the Nandi County Emergency Act 2020, in this act referred to as the Principal Act, is amended by deleting the words commercial. Clause 3, section reads, section 8.2 of the Nandi County Emergency Act 2020, in this act referred to as the Principal Act, is amended by deleting the words any commercial bank account and replacing it there with special purpose account in Central Bank of Kenya. For deliberation. I will then proceed to put a question that clause 2 and 3 be part of the bill. Will as many as of the same opinion say aye? Aye. Of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 1.
Clause 1 of the bill, which reads, this act may be cited as the County Emergency Amendment Bill 2020 as a short title. I'll proceed to repeat again that this act may be cited as the Nandi County Emergency Amendment Bill 2020 as a short title. I proceed to put a question that clause 1 be part of the bill. Will as many as the same opinion say aye? Aye. Of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
The long title.
Honorable members, the long title being an act of the County Assembly of Nandi to further amend the Nandi County Emergency Fund Act 2020, enacted by the County Assembly of Nandi. I will proceed to put a question that the long title be part of the bill. Will as many have the same opinion say aye? Aye. Of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Yeah? Ignore.
Order, Honorable Member Fred and the Leader of Majority. Honorable Rael.
I beg to move that the committee to report to the House its consideration of Nandi County Emergency Fund Amendment Bill 2020 and its approval thereof without amendments.
Honorable members, I would then put the question, which is that the committee do report to the House its consideration of Nandi County Emergency Fund Amendment Bill 2020 and its approval thereof without amendments. Will as many as the same opinion say aye?
Aye.
Or contrary opinion say nay?
Nay.
The ayes have it.
Chair. Hoja habari mheshimiwa.
Order, Honorable Fred.
Nani? Eh. Yes. Kijana mwa. Mana? Tuwe Fred ni ya propaganda hii. For this one, give me my 2 million. In the next 3 weeks, or 4 weeks, buy piping of it would be, but they did not. When you reach, you have 2 villages. Chavan, I can get one. Village another. Piping. It is only 3 days, 1 year.
Ni ko talenta betul saja.
Artinya jadi kita lari yang kami sudah spend.
Bicara yang pula. Muna kasih ko pipe gitu. Aku siang kau tu wajah. Di siang kau ni wajah. Oh, iya.
Order, honorable members. Just remember you are still in session, so adhere to the language accepted for plenary and assembly deliberations.
Chairman.
What is it, Honorable Gideon Koech?
I am confused. I don't know what is happening, Honorable Chair.
We are in the committee of the whole house.
We are in the
Gideon,
committee of the whole house. We have deliberated on the matter at hand. We have concluded. So
as a member of the speakers panel, I am sure that's not a question you would want us to respond to you.
No, you should, Honorable Chair, because
I've said I'm sure you wouldn't want us to respond to you.
Patience, Gideon.
Hoja habari Mheshimiwa Spika.
Honorable Fred Kipkemboi.
Kulingana na sheria Mheshimiwa Spika, wakati tumemaliza hiyo kamati Ingefaa Spika akuje, Mheshimiwa Spika, tuko na kazi mingi ya kamati, Mheshimiwa Spika.
And exactly that is why we are still seated here.
Mheshimiwa Spika, si unitume niite Spika.
Order, Honorable Member Cheriot. Honorable Gideon, you may approach the chair.
Honorable Kipkurui.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to report that the Committee of the Whole House has considered Nandi County Emergency Fund Amendment Bill 2020 and approved the same without amendments. I call upon the Honorable Chair. I can't be able to spot the chair for budget, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Kipkurui, the budget chair will be walking in shortly. Take a seat until he comes in.
Honorable Speaker, may I approach?
Yes, Honorable Kipkurui.
Oja habari, Mheshimiwa Spika.
Let me first deal with this, then I can get back to you, Honorable Fred.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker. Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members, take a seat first, Honorable Gideon, just a minute. Honorable Kipkurui, you can proceed.
Honorable Speaker, I had sought to move that this county, the Committee of the Whole House do report, and I would wish to call upon the mover of the motion of the bill.
Kindly speak on the microphone.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. I also request Honorable Honorable Gideon Koech to second the motion for agreement with the report of the committee of the whole House.
Honorable members.
Hoja habari Mheshimiwa Spika.
Yes, Honorable Fred.
Ningependa kupata habari kama Mheshimiwa Nandils yuko kwa hiyo kamati, Mheshimiwa Spika. Kwa sababu kipengele ni wasi.
Honorable Fred, take a seat. Honorable Kipkurui.
Honorable Speaker, just to inform the Honorable House and the member for Kapsabet that the member for Nandils was present during the committee of the whole House.
Fair enough. I think Fred is handled.
Mheshimiwa Spika, kuchulishaji Mheshimiwa Spika.
Yes, Honorable Fred.
Ningependeza kuchulisha bunge ya kwamba ile kamati wanatuletea habari ni kamati ya bajeti.
Honorable Fred.
Mheshimiwa, sijamaliza Mheshimiwa Spika. Kulingana na kipengele Mheshimiwa Spika haiendi hivyo kwa sababu gani? Mheshimiwa naibu wa bajeti Mheshimiwa Spika ametafuta mtu ya kamati yake.
Honorable Fred, take a seat. If you've seen the order paper, it talks about the committee of the whole House. As long as the member who sat, even Honorable David Koech could, second, as long as, because it converted itself into a committee of the whole House. At first instance, when the chair was asking seconding from the committee, but subsequently, the moment we get into this committee of the whole House, every member who sits, including yourself, you can be able to. So let me proceed. Honorable members, I will therefore propose the question, which is that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. Subsequently, I therefore seek to put the question, which is that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. Will as many as of a similar opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Honorable members, I've confirmed that we have quorum for purposes of making a decision. I therefore put a question, which is that the Nandi County Emergency Fund Amendment Bill 2020 be now read at that time. Will as many as of a similar opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Honorable members, let me refer back to order paper number 4. I can see the chair of the budget. Is he therefore ready to table the report? Honorable Walter, are we in place too?
Honorable Speaker, the report is not yet ready. So I think we still have to consult with Honorable members, Honorable Speaker, so that we can wind up some few pending issues. Honorable Speaker.
Fair enough. So I think you'll have that. Honorable members, that would mean that we've piled up the entire work for the afternoon session. So I think the same will be dispensed, all of it, in the afternoon, the tabling together with the consideration. Next order.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Gideon.
Mr. Speaker, you've made a communication to the effect that you are piling up. Would you like to inquire whether, or to get clarity on you on that matter, Honorable Speaker, of tabling and discussion of the same?
Honorable Gideon, I'll be able to dispense off that as soon as I can. But before then, thank you for reminding me. There was a communication I forgot to make. The ad hoc committee chaired by Honorable Kipkurui Chepkony, due to the nature of the work you're doing and the magnitude, I think we underestimated the magnitude of the work you're doing. We are going to add you a further 7 days, because you've seen we've been interfering with your hearing sessions, and I don't think you'll be in a position to report back to this House by Tuesday next week. So I think the committee had sought through the chair that they be given 7 days, and that is granted. Honorable Kipkurui. Fair enough. Honorable Fred.
Kipengele namba 82, Mheshimiwa Spika, inasema wasi ya kwamba mheshimiwa yote akisimama hoja ni damu lazima ataje kipengele. Mheshimiwa Nandi sako kwa sheria, Mheshimiwa Spika.
Honorable members, I think I've said I'll be able to handle this matter in the afternoon. Next order.
Order number 10, adjournment.
The House adjourns until afternoon sitting.